I'm a monument on every continent. If it ain't big money, I'm non-content. Tell me where the dawn can fit.
And then at the same time, when is it ever not? Me and Daylight will battle forever, and we'll never battle. And it will be the greatest battle, period.
So you're saying either way it's like a win-lose?
Yo, I gotta salute you, man. You done put up with this bullshit, bro.
I mean...
It's been a good, like, what, 25 minutes?
Yeah, I told you I'm walking with you, man, because, you know, it's like I said...
You sitting there behind this camera like, nah, you're not breaking me, son. You're not breaking me.
Narcotics. Whoa, yeah. We the livest to smoke. Come and face down in this coat.
I appreciate you, man. This is the night before the battle, and, you know, you just...
Hey, man.
It's that's a good one. They're gonna enjoy it. Hey, man, listen, man. If
it's better you got the existential conversation and not the male glizzy shit.
And if you look at some of the most popular people, they have personas, man. If that's gonna be your persona, that's gonna be your persona, man. And if you're gonna back it up with the bars and the unique style, there's nothing really anyone can say.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna. I think what people can expect from this battle tomorrow is. Hopefully what they can expect, because I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this one. I've seen a lot of people saying, like, you know, Jay's gonna just wash him. And it's like, look, man, like, I could wash him, you know what I mean? Like, I could. But not a Tink that, like, we, you know what I'm saying, like, seen with fire on all cylinders, you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Not that, I could wash the Tink that battled Danny. You know what I mean? I could wash the Tink that battled Franchise, yeah. I'm hoping he shook the rust off, though, because that's who I prepared for.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, if I'm on the outside looking in as a fan, that's what I'd be looking forward to. It's like best Tink versus best Jey, because I think when they booked this, when those in charge had this in mind, I think that's what they were expecting to pay for. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can see it highly likely being one of them ones.
Okay.
Have you seen Tink?
I haven't seen him. I believe I keep hearing him and JC pulling up tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely, in my opinion, it could possibly be one of them like sneaky classics.
Yes, like, because the style clashes. The size of both of you guys and things like that. So.
Yeah, and the originality on both sides, like.
Yeah, that is very true as well.
It's just very different. Like, Tink is a very different individual from any other individual, and I'm the same way. So
a lot
it's
of
like
conviction with Tink also.
Yeah, it's gonna be a magic show.
Yeah. Jay, before we let you go, man, we've been asking everybody, how do you feel about the, how do you feel about the lack of exposure on YouTube as opposed to, you know, Caffeine, the app? Obviously, you've been on Caffeine, you're on the app. Some of the newer guys, you know, all they have is, you know, content on the app right now. It's not really dropping on YouTube. And the example that's being used is, you know, you tell your friend, hey, go check out my new battle. And he's like, hey, what's up, man? It's on YouTube? It's like, nah, man, go download the app. It's $8. And it's like,
I would imagine, like, if I didn't at least start out having battles drop on YouTube, that it might have been a little bit difficult to move.
Okay. Or to even get found, maybe? Or to even get, you know, like, noticed? Like,
I would, like, if I'm trying to get Smack to notice, because Smack is, you know, Smack, P, Beasley, Chico, they're in the culture, you know what I mean? Like, I think those individuals, they don't wait for people to tell them, oh, this person is going to be a star. They just see it.
Okay.
And I think I'd be able to find the opportunity to get seen by them, even during this COVID era. But, you know, it's one of them things where it's like, you can say that, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. it's just the methods that I had to get noticed, those worked for me. And it came from like me understanding the terrain and what moves I had to make and what moves I can't make. I would imagine if this COVID stuff hit before, like last year, before I was even known by any URL fans, I would imagine I'd still have the same kind of strategy. I'd probably find my way into the crucible and, you know, do what it takes, you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Yeah, so as far as getting noticed, I think I do exactly what Next is doing. You know, now that I think about it, like, exactly what Next is doing. But I do empathize with them as far as like only having their battles on the app. But it's one of those things where it's like, hey, you don't control the terrain. You gotta like get over that. You know what I'm saying? If you know you don't control the terrain, you gotta get over it and adapt and innovate your way into making it work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the way it is. Like, otherwise you gotta pack it up and do something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the frustration is gonna cripple you, then that's not what life's about, man. Life ain't about like just constantly being frustrated and expecting stuff to work one way and tilling soil that ain't gonna grow for you. Like, yo, just pack it up and buy some land where the soil is growing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I think oh man, I feel like I made that sound like if shit ain't going your way, just quit. That's not what I mean. But like,
it's learn to, you know, not to give up, but learn to move on.
Yeah, and basically not hold on to something so hard because you feel that that's the only thing you're good for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be this. Like, nah, like, let's say I'm trying to get into the NBA. Like, and then something happens, like I get an injury. Like, all right, well, if I cannot get into the NBA anymore, like if it's just over for me, time to move on. It's time to, because life still goes on. Like I have to pursue something else. Yeah. Like, I get it though. Like, I'm saying that, I'm really simplifying that because I know how much passion it takes to, like, you know, get to like certain elite levels. Not even the NBA, but like just certain recognition in certain fields. It takes a lot of passion. So something like that can really just disrupt everything. Something like COVID probably really was disruptive for a lot of people. But at the end of the day, these are things you can't control. These are elements you can't control. You have to snap out of it. You have to snap out and be like, all right, what's the next move? Especially if there's people depending on you. Like, you got kids, like you got to move. It's time to move. Okay, shit didn't go your way. Let's go. What we doing? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man.
That's real.
That's yeah. If I could advise somebody who's trying to, you know, get on during this period of time, innovate. You know what I'm saying? Like, make your way. You know what I'm saying? That's what time I'm on. That's what time they on. You know what I mean? That we not doing anything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here with these fucking Mad King, Stay Mad clothing, all that shit. Like, we got the website dropping. I'm starting YouTube and just do motivational speaking and shit. Like, bro, like, just last year, I wasn't thinking of none of this shit. I just wanted to rap.
Okay.
But hey, you know, people depending on me. Some moves gotta be made. You know what I'm saying? Mayo's gotta get glizzied and shit. Like, it's time, man. Like, 2021 should be a very pivotal year for a lot of us. And it should be a standout year for people like Next. And it should be a breakthrough year for those that are trying to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to eat with us. Man, if you think about it though, like in the last 5 years, Smack done the whole imagery of Smack in just the last 3 years.
That is true.
3 years ago there was no app.
Yeah, a whole different spin, yeah.
3 years ago there was no app. Everything was on YouTube. There was no us. Like, now there's an app. There's caffeine deals. Like, there's just 3 years. I can only imagine what 2025 gonna look like, man. Like, for battle rap, for us in general. Like, I was just thinking about it the other day. Like, Tay Rock by now should be a superstar. Tay Rock should be like guest starring on shows. Like, Ellen should be interviewing him. Like, I'm just using Tay Rock as an example. Prime example though. Like, yeah, man, like we should be at a certain level that we're not at, and those reasons should get rectified soon, like ASAP. I don't know if I used that word right. Rectify. That word sounds kind of freaky. Sounds like rectum.
Rectum, yeah.
My bad, man.
It's all good,
I get weird when it gets late.
It's all good. Jay,
It's the flight.
It takes more than 10 minutes. This is not what they said it is. So let's see what you hustle about. Gotta get back. All them niggas you helped out, they gon' sit back. Came through, doubled my money and stole my drip back. Triple back, grabbed the baggies and left the bitch back. I ain't gon' trip if she threw it. Better hit that. Hit the store, 125s, wax and Kit Kats.
Chopsticks make you eat slow. Kid, don't call me Negro. When you're A-list, you keep the B-rolls. I never learned how to walk.